Yo, got a lot of stress on my chest, a lot of things on my mind. I'm talking about lonely nights in the cell, looking out the window, wondering, God, gotta get me out this. 50 years? Nah, I can't do that. Hell no. 168 months, couple of days. That's what I spent in that kennel, locked in that cage. Hands back to ballin', put it in their face. A lot of played on my downfall, but now when they see me, they like, man, I miss you, dawg. But I know when I was in that cell, feeling hell.
Welcome to the Last Walk Podcast. The Last Walk Podcast was inspired by March the 13th, which was my last walk behind the walls. I'm your host, A.D. Green, and I got some special guests with me tonight. One and only, my family, man. What's up, JBoy? What's up, T-Lady?
Oh, yeah, we good.
You know what I'm saying? We in here, man. Yeah, so let's go and jump into it, man. It's how we doing at the Last Walk. So I wanna go ahead and jump in and bend the corner real quick, JBoy. Hey, man, you remember when we was behind the walls? And I want to know, man, what was some of your toughest times, some of your toughest challenges that you experienced, man, beyond the walls, behind the walls?
The toughest challenges, was facing like those lockdowns. The toughest challenge was, not having commissary and having to eat, that the type of food that they provided, whether it was like them beans, them black beans. And,
oh man, not the black beans.
That slop. I call it fear factor. But that was the toughest times. Knowing that when those lockdowns happen, because you can go 30 to 45 days. You ain't have no commissary, man. It was, it was hell. So I want to say those lockdowns, man, and just being fortunate to have supporting cats like Mama. Mama came through. She was making sure I had the e-coms and commissary, because if you didn't, guess what you was gonna do? You was gonna walk that hall of shame.
Hall of shame.
Yeah, man. So I just want to say, man, it was just really, going through the motions of lockdowns and anything that occurred, on the prison, they'll shut it down quickly. So yeah, that was the biggest struggle right there.
Definitely can't forget them lockdowns, man. That 30-30, that 45-45 too.
Yeah, man.
For those that don't know, man, what a 45 is, man, that's when you get restriction down there. Mm-hmm. And when you can't go to the store. I'm talking about you gotta eat them black beans unless you stacked up. Mm-hmm. So let me talk to the lovely one and only T-Lady real quick. So Mama, can you remember the times that was your hardest moments of you being a mother? Can you reflect back and think about what you was going through when we was up in there, locked up? Can you remember some of those times?
Yeah, I remember those times because I didn't count on you and your brother being gone. Holidays, birthdays, none of that. Big picture, y'all with y'all degrees, doing well, families. That's the kind of stuff that I thought about in my mind. When y'all got that time, whoo, there was some hard things right there. But God, He brought y'all through. Thank God that He brought y'all through.
When we talk about tough times, we talking about when the judge threw 50 years at me. And bro got 18. I'm talking about, can you just imagine having to know to go to sleep at night that you got 50 years? Not even saying that you gonna see it in 2025 or my card said 54, 2054. I can't even understand that. When you think about that, when you plant trees, they grow it, they take almost that time to even be little trees. So they throw some time at me. But like you said, but God, I never gave in. I never believed that. I remember writing bro, me and bro used to communicate. That was our only source of communication, writing letters and stuff, just encouraging each other. Like, hey, you know, we gonna get through this here. This ain't our life. You remember those times, JBoy?
Oh yeah, I remember those times, man. I remember one time, it was like for my birthday, and we would have to schedule calls through Mama because we call her so much, and she's like, well, your brother just called. I'll be like, well, look, on the next go around, hopefully tomorrow, make sure, you know, we can call at a decent time and we can get on the line and we can just talk. So, you know, there was, you know, precious moment like that. Even in lockdowns, man, where we had a brother-to-brother visit, man, that was in 2008. Oh, man, I was so excited because I haven't seen them in years, you know, for like 3-4 years at that time. So just to, you know, be able to, you know, take advantage of the smallest things. See, a lot of people don't understand when you're down there, the smallest things is count, man.
Talk to them, bro.
I'm talking about whether it's, you know, just talking on the phone, the blue phones and expressing yourself, even, you know, piece of paper, man. You know, a letter, you just all that, man.
A visit.
Yeah, visit, yes, man. So you want to know that the smallest things that you take for granted out here, those are precious things that shouldn't be taken for granted now.
And you never know what you're missing to is gone.
Yes.
I'm talking about, I remember just getting on them phones, just thinking back about them songs on my headphones. Remember when I was, you know, school or when I was at Christmas, you know, just the holiday times when we used to get together. Just a little song that you hear on the radio will shoot you back. Like, man, I can't wait till I get home. Man, I can't wait till I get home. So, it's your man, 80 Green, man. This is where it all happened, man. Last Walk Podcast. Make sure y'all tune in. You're gonna have live, real interviews. What goes on beyond the walls. This is the courthouse right here where the judge threw the book at me. I'm still standing though. Last Walk Podcast. Stay tuned.
Yeah, man. Fresh out that penitentiary, man. It's over with.
Long time coming, man.
Yeah, man. Square business, man.
AD the realest back. The wait is over, man.
Yeah, man. My motherfucking dog, man.
Last walk, man.
Last walk, baby. Yeah, man.
Boy.
Yeah, man. What you got to say, broski?
Hey, man, it's been a long time coming, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm home now.
Yeah.
It's over with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I wish everybody well on their journey.
Yeah.
Y'all had y'all time.
Yeah.
And it's my time.
Yeah. For real.
SBE Entertainment.
Yeah.
It's in motion.
Yeah.
We looking for a return of the realest.
Yeah.
And unfinished business, man.
Square business, dog. Yeah, baby.
So, bro, can you remember like the times, like some of the things you said, man, if I just get another shot, man, if I make parole, or if I can just go home again, man, some of the things you told yourself you'll do when you get out, bro?
Man, for one, I was gonna stay away from excuse my language, stay away from cats, man, that promised me a lot of things. That was one. I ain't gonna mess with them dudes, because when the dust settled, man, they wasn't there to be found. Only person was there is mama. You see what I'm saying? So I told myself, I'm not gonna go home and fool with those cats. I'm not gonna do that. You know, I'm gonna refrain from anything that's negative, you know, that's gonna come and persuade me to do something to get back into the system. I just was saying, God, give me one more chance. I promise you I'm gonna do your will. And that's what happened, man. I mean, I'm out here, you know, I'm doing the will that's to be done, you know, for us as a servant, man, obedient to God or whatever. So that was one of the things I'm gonna say that, you know, I wasn't gonna do. You know, what about you though? What was some of the things you said, dude?
Good question. So like I remember like times I said, man, if they just give me another shot, I want to do the smallest things, man. Just like watching some nice movies, just to be able to go to the park, just to be able to just go outside and enjoy my loved ones, man. So if I can see my family again, God, you know, just grant me that. Just let me go home to get that gumbo that mama can cook. You know, because like you said, man, we walked at that yellow line. You know what the yellow line is, so you got to move and get behind the yellow line. I mean, you ain't gonna get y'all, they turn you back around to the house. But anyway, so yeah, you know, just things like, man, I'm tired of this chow I'm eating, man. I'm tired of this commissary. I mean, like, I know right now, you know, commissary is necessary, but ain't nothing like mama's cooking, man. You know, so those little things like that, Jay, I used to always like, God, you just give me another chance. You know, I'm gonna do right, man. I just want to spend time with my family, be able to enjoy Christmas, the holidays, or whatever stuff we took for granted in there, man.
Who ain't nothing like mama cooking, man? I'm gonna tell you a thing, man. Like when they have trays for, you know, occasions like Christmas, Thanksgiving, you know. But when I get that tray and I look, I'm like, nah, that's not mama cooking. So, you know, that's some of the stuff, man, that you really want to say, hey, man, you can't take that for granted, because no one wants to keep eating those type of meals, you know, day in and day out, yearly, you know what I mean? But we ate those meals, and we fortunate enough to say, hey, you know, we get another chance, man, or whatever, we definitely gonna be more close to our family, man. So I can actually say that.
So Miss T, like,
Yes.
I want to kind of like think back. Let's go back. Like, what were some of the moments that you can remember when your kids was in there that something that helped you stay strong and say, you know what, my baby's gonna come home? Like, can you remember some of them times, like things that kept you occupied in the world as just being a parent, knowing that even when the society wrote your kids off, you got 1 year old, your youngest boy, he might see parole in what, 9, 8 years, something like that. But then like your other one, they saying that, you know, he ain't coming home. So what you did to get through those moments, man? The people need to know.
I could tell you this. What really helped occupy my time, I went to church, I praised the Lord, and then I started trail riding. Trail riding, my trail ride family. They watched me, they took care of me when I got low. When my other friends, from my co-workers, saw me getting low, they give me a pep talk and tell me, my kids can't do better if I'm weak. So I need to stay strong so they can stay strong. But I would go and visit them. When I leave that place, I would have to sit on the side in my parking spot and cry, because I didn't envision y'all being in that spot. So now when you go in that place, they darn near strip you down. You got to darn near get naked.
Degrade your humanity.
Degrade the woman or the visitor when they get ready to go in there.
Imagine what a mother go through.
Oh, I don't want to cut you off, but, you know, this is a sentimental value and emotional moment, right? Because I was just riding with my mama, right? And she said, boy, when you and your brother was in there, you know what she said? She said, I had thoughts of suicide because I knew I couldn't make it with y'all, you know? Y'all my only 2 kids, man. So, Mom, I just want to give you a hug for that, baby. I love you for that, man. You know?
Mommy ain't never told me that.
Yes, I did. When they gave y'all that time,
Man,
I never thought I could make it because I didn't see it without y'all. I had the pills in my hand. I really did.
It's real right here, man.
Yes, I really did.
So I never knew this shit. See, y'all getting something I never knew right now, man, that y'all getting real raw and cut life right now. I never knew that, man.
Yeah, my friends, one of my friends, Cynthia, she moved in to watch me. And they prayed over me all the time because it was really bad.
Really?
In the beginning, it really was.
All your sons is all you ever had. Your only 2 boys. They'll just be stripped away.
Stripped.
Taking their life.
Stripped.
We not knowing what we finna get into, JBoy. You remember the times like?
Yeah, man, I remember when we came to a job and had to tell her. We had to say, Mama, look, something happened and we don't know what's gonna be the outcome, but we can be facing some jail time. She was like, what? She was thrown back about it. So man, them was some tough moments just happening to reveal that and tell you that this is about to happen and embrace yourself. But if this woman here is strong as an ox, I repeat, she's strong. And to the ones that's out there, you know, mothers that got kids, whoever it is a brother,
talk to them.
You know, that's facing time, man. Love
your family, man. Love your family, cause it's very important, man, that you got, like you say, you got loved ones that's in the system. Don't turn your back on them. Just imagine, like if they hear from you and now, it help time so much better now. Just a letter, it's just a visit, and it make time so much better now, man. So I encourage y'all watching this podcast. Show your people love on lock. Don't forget about my brothers and sisters, man. We need that now, man.
I can tell you one thing. When the holidays came, I made it a point to print out the Christmas tree that I had at home. And I would send y'all about 5 copies each. So you could post a tree up in your cell and spread the love to some inmates. How did that make you feel?
I'm gonna say this. Now, one of the songs that we grew up on around the holidays, Christmas, you know, hang on the mistletoe. Man, when I hear that song, I instantly break down. Cause I know this woman gonna play that song. I'm talking about all the time, man, but I don't wanna be long with it, man. It's just those moments right there, man. Being away and reminiscing that, hey, around this time, this is what I'll be doing. You know, mom will have some food, we'll drink a little eggnog and all that, you know? So, hey, man, it's just truly a blessing, man, to be here, man.
I just get nervous sometime around this area, you know, 'cause this is where I can remember when I walked out that courtroom and it's like, you can hear a pin drop. It was so silent. When they convicted me and told me that I had to spend 50 years in prison, I'm talking about that seemed beyond measures. Last Walk Podcast. Sure y'all tune in, man. Live, real life.
It is March the 12th. And I'm doing a pre-video before the man of the hour gets here. The man of the hour is Adrian Dwayne Green. He will be coming home tomorrow. And the sign says, it was free AD. Now it's welcome home, AD. We love you. His new bed, his new phone, everything in here is new. Closet, dresser, TV, dirty clothes hamper, everything is new. Closet full of clothes, shoes. He ready. So tomorrow, it's going down. See you soon, boy.
So we took time to talk about, you know, what we went through and experiences and stuff, and now when I want to remember, like, I don't like that. Let me do that. So let me take time to talk to you now about the good things you're doing out here in the world, man. Like, you know, we told ourselves when we get home, this is what I'm gonna do, or whatever, you know. So tell me, man, like, what you doing out here, man? What you said you was gonna do that you doing out here, man?
Well, when I first came home, man, this woman here living witness on this. Man, I must have had at least about 7 jobs. And on those jobs, I would get on them thinking, okay, I got the job, I'm working, and out of nowhere they'll call me to the office or whatever, no matter a week or so being on there, and they'll say, well, Mr. Green, due to your background, man, we didn't know this was on there. Sorry, man, we gotta let you go. I got that so many times. But after that, hey, man, I thought smart, and income tax came. I said I'm gonna start my own business, and I created a business called Haul Off Services. What I was doing was carrier work like UPS or, like FedEx, and I was just dropping packages off and actually made a, good living on it. However, one of my biggest dreams and aspirations that I wanted to do was real estate. Read so many books on it. So, I started going to those seminars or whatever, and it registered to me, man, like, hey, this is something that you gotta take serious. So I started my own company called Top Offers now. And what it is just a wholesaling company where we get properties, up under contract, and we turn around and, sell them for a large amount, So yeah, I wanna say real estate and the transportation company, man, that's exactly what I have right now.
So you heard it right here first, man, because like a lot of people in there count you out. They'll say that you would never amount to nothing again. They'll say when you get out, the recidivism, I always say that word right. They said that we are the ones that will come back,
yeah,
and continue the cycle. You're looking at a witness, a living proof right here that you can get out and do something with your life. Mm-hmm. This man say he got out, had jobs, they closed the doors in his face. They turned him down, but he didn't get discouraged. He read books like Rich Dad Poor Dad, yes. Napoleon Hill, Think Grow Rich. He had a plan. Proper planning is preventing poor performance.
Say that.
So my brothers and sisters, or y'all got family that's getting ready to come into society, don't shun them. Don't shun them. No, they got a whole nother life. I call it halftime. You got halftime to get yourself back together and get back in the game. You might be losing in the beginning, but you got another chance to win.
Amen.
And you've been a living proof, mama, because like bro doing real estate, he doing his trucking business. And you know me, I opened me a whole reception hall, and still doing the music podcast, but also motivation speaking. But they told me that I would never amount to nothing, that I was coming back. The officers tell you that.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see you back. You'll come back.
Yeah. True story.
You'll come back, Green.
True story.
But we here to break that curse, man. Mm-hmm. And this lady right here, she's a witness. Since you've been home, can you tell the folks what you seen your sons doing out here or whatever?
I'm gonna tell you this. Parents or the support team that's supporting these young men and young women that come out of the system, you gotta have patience. Patience, and you gotta be willing to dig in and get with them. When they fall short, you gotta be able to help them. Or that will make them feel like they can't do it. You got to be a strong support system for them. And I just want to say, if I haven't seen how proud I am of my babies, that they have made a substantial amount of progress.
Yes.
They got their own place, not living together. He got his own place, he got his own place. They got their own transportation. He got his transportation, he got his transportation. They doing things that people told them they wouldn't do. And I want to say, I'm proud of y'all.
Thank you so much.
And I love you.
Love you too, man.
We love you too, man.
Love you.
That's very emotional. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. So, that support means a whole lot, Mama, and we want to take the time to thank you as well, because a lot of brothers come home, but they have no support. Mm-hmm. And like a lot of times you're tempted to say, hey, I want to try something new.
Yeah.
I want to try something different.
Yeah.
But then here it is, I don't got nobody helping me, or I don't got nowhere to go to. So you resort back to that old behavior.
Doing the
So
same stuff.
all I can do is what I know. So I'm just telling you the struggles of not just the young black male, but just an ex-con when we get out. So we fortunate to have support, but a lot of brothers that come out don't have that support. So the system is designed to make us self-destruct,
Yeah.
So I just want to put that out there. So if y'all know brothers coming home, y'all know sisters coming home, hey man, don't turn your back on them, man. Open your arms. Whether we got programs or whatever it is, we need that. Whatever we got, we got programs, we need that. Because, a lot of times, man, if not, we going back to all we know,
And you know what else? The system, they give you this long form and paper saying they got a place where you can get a car, they got a place where you can get some training, they got a place where you can get this. The list goes on and on and on. But let me tell you something. All those programs, they're cut out. There is nothing. And if you be able to find something, it's tough. So you gotta have that support. Monetary support. They might have to stay with you when they come home for a year, 2 years, whatever. You gotta be there. You got to be there. They might need transportation. You gotta do it.
And another thing I want to put out there too, if y'all do come home, don't expect, it might not go how you expect. I thought I was going to be home and free and running and doing what I want to do. But they had a monitor on me for a whole year. And that slowed me down, but that was probably the best thing for me. Because if not, you know how you say you're ready, but you might not be ready. I think you did like 2 on your monitor, bro.
Yeah, I actually did 27 months, man. And yesterday made 3 years that the ankle monitor was off, man. But, man, it's hard, man. Mama, you remember when I had made that parole, they had things where they wanted to take me out to go to a restaurant.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
man, I had to be home, man, as soon as I was released from the walls.
Man, they didn't even say that you were gonna be on them. But you thinking that you're not. But as soon as you sign that paper to say you coming from the walls, them people gonna meet you at the house and put that monitor on you. Ain't no going out to eat. Ain't no going socializing with the family. Ain't no nothing. You on that monitor.
So
They still own you.
So wait a minute, you free, but you ain't free.
You free, but you ain't free.
So I remember when I had my monitor on, and I can remember this one time what happened with me, it wasn't charged. And one time, like out of nowhere, the people called. They called and said, "Hey Green, put your monitor by the phone." And we don't know what's happening, but right now it's not reading. It say you escaped. I'm like, "Hey man, what you mean? I'm at home. I ain't escaped. I'm here." "Well, sir, I don't know. It's gonna be a fleet of cop cars coming in a minute. We're gonna put a blue warrant out for you. You don't put your monitors not reading." So I'm like, "Huh?" So I said all that to say, sometimes they equipment is not even working.
Fails.
So it be having like technicalities and stuff like that. So it's so much we face and what we go through, just still being trapped in the system. Still being free, but we're not free.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to put that out there, man. But you gotta make the best of it. I make the best of it. Been off my monitor for a whole year and a half. Going on 3 since I've been out.
Right.
Bro finna be out parole. And I got a lot of other brothers getting ready to come home. So I want to give y'all a special, brothers and sisters, special shout out. Y'all come home, man. Make sure y'all make the best out of what you said you was going to do. Show and prove that. Show and prove that. So right before we go, I want to take time to reflect again. So the Last Walk podcast, they need to understand that. You caught an epic moment on camera, bro. After me doing 14 and a half years in prison, and you knew and Mom knew I was coming home. We was at the wall. Y'all was at the walls, waiting on me to come home. And when we showed it clip, you caught an epic moment in my life. I want to say one of the best days of my life, just knowing I'm free and I'm home. I ain't got to worry about this. This is my last walk. Yeah. And in that video, I can remember it. You said something like, yeah, baby. It's the last walk. Last walk.
Yeah, man. Fresh out that penitentiary, man. Yeah, it's over with.
Long time coming, man.
Yeah, man. Square business, man.
AD the realest back. The wait is over, man.
Yeah, man. My motherfucking dog, man.
Last walk, man.
Last walk, baby. Yeah, man.
Boy.
Yeah, man.
So that name just stuck with me, man, because it's like, this is my last walk. Mm-hmm. This is my last walk to the chow hall. Mm-hmm. This is my last walk to the shower. This is my last walk to get mail call. This is my last walk to go to commissary. This is my last walk to go to visit. This is my last walk up out of here, you feel me? So it stood out to me. So I'll never want to forget that when I came down them steps and when I took my stroll, that was my last walk. March the 13th, man. This is the first episode right here. You live with your main man, AD Green. And I got my special guest, my mother, Teal lady right here, my brother, JBoy. Hey. And yeah, so make sure that y'all tune in. More episodes coming. Last Walk Podcast. Now, for real, it ain't going down. It's going up. Bad night.
God bless.
Next on the Last Walk Podcast.
You coming up there to fight 1 or 2, 3 weeks in a row, you was automatically sought after. Because that's to say that you is afraid, you know what I'm saying? And you weak. So you need a representative. And they a